Welcome back to Ames ISU Arena here in Ames, Iowa. We're getting ready for JV hockey action here.
Puck is down, and we're underway here with JV action. Puck comes into the Omaha end. Dilworth on the chase. He'll rim it to the opposite side. Frozen up by Troshinsky and Spence. Now picked up by Trimborn. Spence will pick it up. He'll look for an outlet. Indirects it into neutral ice where Irish knocks it down. Carrying in is Ty Trimborn, and he shoots and scores. Wow. That happened in a hurry.
Well, Trimmy, Tro, and who else is on that line? Trimmy and Tro for sure were already warmed up. They just played in the varsity game.
Trimmy from Tro, and then Rhett Warner.
All right, well.
And in the net here for the Cyclones is Christian Fry, number 35. So essentially that was the first shot on goal. And Omaha lights the lamp early here in this period. Caught me by surprise. Knapp has it. He'll cross over into the Ames end. Knocked down at the point by Spence. He'll keep it in. Now held in by Dilworth. Shot knocked down in front. Played in the corner by Parsons. Spence will bring it in. Now Napper. Shot and a cover-up by Fry. Just underway here, JV game. Mike, I got some word from Miss Oldenhouse.
Yeah, I was just seeing that.
And looks like we've got some pretty heavy snow in Omaha again.
Our Uber driver, hopefully she's listening to this game before she comes to pick us up. I'm not sure if the snow's stopped outside or not.
It's coming. It's still coming down, but it's lighter.
Lighter. I was going to say I don't see the big flakes.
Shot from the slot area gets steered aside. On the retrieve is Lundgren. He's got Hans chasing him. Played over to Wilmers. He drops it back for Farnsworth, or excuse me, that's Fitzpatrick. Picked up behind the net by Wilmers. He'll transition to the other side. He'll peel down the boards and drop it off for Coleman, who leaves it net front. Loose puck, a shot and a score. Off the loose puck in the paint area, Carson Coleman lights the lamp. So this will be Coleman from Wilmers. And Farnsworth might have an apple on this as well. Changing personnel. Puck is down. Picked up and neutralized by Woodbury. He'll bring it in. Or Woodward, excuse me. A shot and a save by Salato, who's in net for Omaha. Shot and a cover up in the paint area. Or excuse me, that's not That's Schramm.
Schramm.
Schramm's in the net again today. Gotcha. Well, we didn't get lineup sheets today, so
No, I was going to
we're
say.
kind of winging it.
I think the big changes are Spence is in for LaVisca and Schramm's in net. Everything else, I think, remains the same.
Picked up by Allred. He'll head man it for Roby. Roby will catch up. He'll bring it into the zone. He's got a checker on him in Beckwith. Held in by Banasek. Bador tries to play it. DeSpirito bumps Voss off the play, and the puck is popped up and into the zone where it's played by Beckwith. He'll move it up the half wall, stolen by Bador. He'll come in. He'll dish it out front. Loose puck. Banasek able to keep it in. Cross the net mouth. No one there to tap it in. Jones with the shot on Schramm and a cover-up and a save. We're already at the 11:18 mark of this first period. Omaha leads 2-0.
Yeah, it looks like they're not starting a clock immediately.
I don't even see the scores on the board, to be honest. Jumps over the stick of Warner. He'll go in and forecheck. Played by Trimborn. He'll dish it out into neutral ice where it's held in by Irish. Carrying down the left wing side into the zone, Trashinsky, and Trimborn gets stuck in the zone. So Trashinsky goes in offside. We'll have a face-off in neutral ice. Ames wins this draw to Irish. Trimborn with a shot and a steer aside by Fry into the strong side corner where Warner plays it. Ames will pick it up behind the net. Dilworth goes crossed ice to Spence. He'll keep it in and drop it down for Tro. Tro will dish it behind the net to Warner. Warner with possession. He'll move it back over to Trashinsky. Trashinsky moves to the point. Spence tries to feather a shot in. Gets it into the high slot area. Now Dilworth has it. And he'll play it. And a shot and a cover up by Fry. Teams will change their personnel here.
This seems really slow change.
Well, typically at JV games they do kind of drop down in everything.
No, and I realize,
You know?
I realize that. It's just everybody's just moving so slow when they're getting off the ice.
Off the back of the cage, played in the corner for Knapp. Knapp turns around at the dot. He shoots, and Fry covers up. Can't tell you how cold it is in this facility today.
Well, you could.
I thought it was cold last night, but
yeah.
I mean, my hands are freezing, and I'm gloved up, and my teeth are chattering, so.
Well, we will have the heat turned on in the Uber bus on the way home.
Shot from the back of the net to the front is steered aside, kept in by Knapp. Paskich on the retrieve, comes to the point and held in by Lundgren. Paskich tries to dish it out. Lundgren plays it in neutral ice. He'll carry in, and Hare tries to rub him out. Beckwith on the play. Up the wall. Wilmers has it in front, and a backhand shot by Chubb is covered up by Fry. Wilmers on the faceoff dot near circle. Flanked by Farnsworth and Lundgren. Now those two together with those funky numbers are going to be hard to read. 2 1s and 2 7s. Omaha scores right off the face-off as Carson Coleman lights the lamp and probably get an assist from Farnsworth. That one caught me by surprise.
That's 2 now.
That's 2 out of 3. Things are happening quick, except the line changes. Coleman brings it in. He gets to the dot. He'll have another shot. Loose puck and another score as Fry can't cover up in time, and Omaha's there on the door to redirect it into the net.
So they have a – yeah, they do have a backup on the bench.
Yeah.
It's like I was looking at him like, I don't see one. He's hiding in the back corner. That's Strotman, I believe.
This will be Fitzpatrick, and they don't even bother celebrating. They go right to the face-off circle.
Wow.
Wilmers dishes it for Fitz, and that's directed out of play, and this will result in a face-off in the Cyclone end. We were talking earlier, not to jinx anyone, but Coach Johnson's goaltenders. There's another shot and a goal. Little wraparound there. Comes to the weak side post, and 5 already here in the first period with 8:38 remaining. Coach Johnson's goaltenders have played so far 5 games in regulation and given up 2 goals in regulation play, which is really something else. Goaltenders really coming into their own this year.
And I think right now we have 1 out of the 4 that are in position. Oh, that was a bad giveaway. One of the 4 in position for Silver Glove Award.
Despirito tries to play it out. Corralled now by Bador. He'll go weak side to Roby. Roby plays it off his stick, and it comes into the zone where Ames is just going to ice the puck. So 7:57 remains. It's a 5-0 lead already, and this puck will come back down to the Ames end for face-off. Helmer's on the draw, and right off the draw, Trimborn scores another goal. Wow, it's point day here.
And that's the 6th goal.
That's a run clock scenario now for the remainder of the game.
Well, as long as there's a differential.
As long as there's, there's not a next goal for Ames will result in a going back to regular clock. Trushinsky brings it in the zone. He'll backhand it down to Rhett Warner. Rhett Warner leaves it up in front for Trimborn, and Trimborn would have had another one, but he just whiffed on the puck. Face off near side circle. Chubb's on the draw. Puck is dropped. Chubb wins it forward, and he'll pick it up behind the net. Omaha getting to a lot of loose pucks thus far. Parsons has it. He'll control behind the net. Leaves it out front. Chubb with a shot into the netting. We'll have another face-off. Far side circle now. Parsons will move in on the draw. He wins it back to Knapp. Save off the draw. And a redirect goes wide of the net. Knapp will pick it up off the half wall, and he'll drop it back down for Parsons. Parsons makes a nice move. He'll transition in, and a poke check by Fry keeps it out of harm's way. Played down low on cycle to Parsons from Chubb. Chubb going to the net front. Knapp comes in. He'll dish it down for Dilworth. Dilworth with a shot and a score. Hudson Dilworth pots the 7th one.
I was going to say that move by Knapp powering across the top of that blue line, that's not a move he would have made with that old stick either.
No.
He wouldn't have had the same control.
Yeah, he's really handling the puck well this week, and since its change in equipment. Fitzpatrick comes in and drops a pass back to Wilmers, and he scores another goal. I really feel for the little goaltender here for Ames. He's getting lit up pretty good.
Well, and I know Strotman had yesterday's game, and he came in relief in the varsity. So I would imagine they're probably leaving him in the net for the time being. But how long do you?
Yeah.
Do you give him the entire game?
Well, we've all been on the wrong end of games like this. So we know the feeling. Played up the wall to Farnsworth from the dot. He gets knocked down by Seaman. Played to the point. Held in by Farnsworth. Dished out of the far side to Wilmers. Loose puck net front. Fry covers up. 4:21 left in the first period. On a run clock scenario, I think their Coach Hareshill is going to be moving some players around into different positions and probably playing the different lines. Dropped down low for Roby. Picked up behind the net by Beckwith. And this is out of play now. Already 23 shots on goal. And Easton Strand from Omaha has seen 4. Puck is dropped. Played by Beckwith. He'll hard wrap it. Held in at the point by Banasek. Shot from the point is knocked down with a glove by Beckwith. Allred has it. He'll play it behind the cage. Move to the point. DeSpirito with a shot. Held in at the near side point by Banasek. And a clear by Ames. Picked up by DeSpirito. He's got some pressure from Hare. And dished off for Bador. Bador will transition into neutral ice, and he gets poke checked away by Woodward. And DeSpirito finds Bador, and they'll go in offside.
Tried to stretch it out. Just not stretchy enough.
A little bit of east-west there on the blue line. Far side dot in front of the Ames bench. Drop back to Dilworth, and he gets a nice wrist shot, and Fry with a save. Played behind the net by Seaman. He'll drop it off for McHenry. Held in by Dilworth. And now played out into neutral ice where Trimborn will gather it. He tries to push it past McHenry. Dilworth gathers it, gets it to Trushinsky. He'll get to his backhand, dishes it off for Rhett Warner, and just out of his reach. Warner will pick it up. Turnover in the D zone. Once again, Warner will take the puck away, and he'll dish it for Trushinsky. Swept up the boards by Irish. Omaha still keeping it in the zone. Rhett Warner drops it down low. They try to fish it across for a streaking Trushinsky as he comes down the slot, and Fry with a stick save thwarts that effort. Dilworth moves it up to Warner, and he comes out of the zone. He gets tripped up by Voss and able to backhand it back into the neutral ice zone. Pretty fresh ice here in the Omaha end. Out of the zone, they try to find Knapp. He'll pick it up low in the zone. Tries to launch a shot, held in at the point by Lundgren. And from the point, a shot and a cover-up by Fry. That ends the first period of play.
Is the horn broken? I didn't hear a horn.
I didn't hear a horn. I thought when it goes to zero, it should automatically ring.
You'd think so, but did not hear it.
So they'll get right back at this. Omaha leads 8-0 with the start of the second period impending here. Take a pause. We'll be right back.
The game, so.
Back at it. Second period action. Chubb comes in, gets to the net front, backhand move, and he scores right off the face-off.
Lucas Parr in there behind you, Mike. Got a broken twig.
Mom, that's $200.
Here, use this. Just play with it.
Lucas brings up his broken stick to show to his mother, and we just gave her the bad news. Indirect pass off the glass into neutral ice. And Woodward grabs it and dumps it in the Omaha end. He's out with Helmers. And this faceoff will come back down to the Ames zone and be faced off on the blocker side of Fry. On the draw is Helmers. Pulled back, and a shot, and off the rebound is another goal. That's the 10th goal here.
sound like coaches on Ames bench are very pleased.
Coleman brings it in to the Ames end. They're having a hard time gaining the zone. Lachlan Wilmers tries to dish it down low. Ames gets out of the zone, and they might have an opportunity here. A shot by McHenry. Wilmers converges on the puck and neutral ice. He's got a weak sider in Coleman. Tries to go for the wrap. Coleman still has control. He shoots and he scores. Shot right in the 5-hole.
Not that matters, but I think that's his hat trick.
Trimborn on this faceoff with Collette. Puck is down. Omaha wins this draw. DeSpirito moves it up the ice to Bedore, and he'll chip it into the zone. Played by Paskich. Transfers over into the near side corner and held in at the point by Lundgren. Lundgren with the shot gets directed into the far side corner and now held in by DeSpirito. Steered aside, and it still being controlled by Roby in this near side corner. He's got front and backside support. Comes to the point. Lundgren will drag it and shoot it across, and Fry with a save. Teams changing personnel. Trimborn comes in to take the draw for Omaha. Omaha able to keep it in the zone. Trushinsky makes a nice move and gets a shot on goal. Played out into neutral ice, knocked down by Spence. And he'll send it back in to the Ames end. Not a lot of physicality in this game. And really there
isn't need for it.
There's not a need for it.
And then there's that. Trimborn caught the Ames player coming across the middle. But I agree that there's no need for it. Well,
here's a breakaway opportunity for Woodward. He'll come into the dot. He gets a shot. And a save by Schramm.
Schramm's kind of out of the net there, isn't he?
He was really overshot that strong side post. But he came out and cut off a good angle, so that's...
No, he did cut off the angle, but however, I think if Woodward had made a move, probably would have been able to beat him there.
McHenry on the draw for the Cyclones with Bedore for Omaha. Transitions to the opposite side, and Dilworth will choose to reverse it. And Omaha goes weak side to Bedore. They try to find Allred. Spence brings it in. He's on his forehand. He'll take it down into the strong side, near side corner, and tries to drop it.
No, there's a penalty coming.
And now we've got a... Roby goes in and checks an Ames player, and he gets mugged in the corner by McHenry. Probably should have held up on the hit there.
Somebody get tossed out?
I'm not sure. That's down here at the other end. The player's starting to get up now, and we'll give you an idea who that was. He's getting up Thankfully, he's okay, and I believe that's number 29. That's Alex Irish. And he's already played a game today.
Yeah. I think he's played in all the games this weekend.
He has, yeah.
So did Roby end up getting a he's in the box?
Roby's in the box.
Was it a check from behind call?
No, it was right up front. He got a little high, I think. And then McHenry took exception to that and just jumped Roby. Roby held his cool and he backed out. And but he's going to get a. I mean,
boarding maybe.
Well, it wasn't even on the boards. It was in 6 feet outside the boards. Yeah, I mean it was just a hit that probably shouldn't have been taken. And
so head contact may be the best.
Possibly,
best
yeah.
We'll see. They're discussing.
Yeah,
they're sending him off.
They're gonna send him off. So we'll get the official ruling on this to see how that affects Josiah Roby, and I know he's not happy, and I'm sure he feels bad.
Well, and I'm hearing our broadcast partners next to us talking about potential charge. So I was looking at the computer trying to reset time, and I didn't see the hit. So
well, to be honest, it wasn't.
I hear them talking that they thought maybe 2 to 3 strides before he hit him, but
no, it wasn't. It wasn't
know.
A charge because it was away from the dashers. I mean, it was at the base of the circle, and the puck came off the wall, and then he just finished his check because Roby assumed the puck was going to end up on his stick, and was that the right call? Yeah.
Head contact major, 5 minutes.
So that'll affect him for another game.
Yep.
He must have caught more of his chin and head than
he's
what
not,
met the eye.
He's a physical player, but he's not a dirty.
No,
player,
he's not a dirty player at all. He's a good quality player.
Edge.
He plays with grit, and
yep.
Shot by Chubb is steered aside by Fry. Comes to the point where Banasek will have an opportunity, and it's redirected into the corner. Played up the half wall, kept in by Lundgren.
I don't even see a penalty on the board, do you?
No. Well, gosh, that's so odd. I mean, Omaha, it's 5-on-5.
I'm confused.
Yeah, you and me both. It's even strength. No one's in the box.
But yet the point streak says he's got a 5-minute major. Maybe they put it up wrong. Okay, we got more here.
Okay, so the data's just slow getting in.
Well, it says McHenry got a 5-minute major.
Yeah, so he was the guy that left the ice.
Okay.
For fighting major.
Coincidentals.
Coincidentals.
That's
okay,
why it's 5
there
and
you
5.
go.
Two
yep.
5-minute majors in the game. Okay.
That would have helped to be up quicker, and we wouldn't have to be scratching our heads.
No doubt. Okay, well that makes sense.
Anyway, it's all good. We know what happened.
So Ames loses
McHenry
for however long, at least one game. I don't know if he plays varsity as well.
Yeah, he was in the varsity game as well.
So he'll have to wait for a JV game first before he can play varsity. And same with Roby. Well, so he'll miss the first game in Kansas City next weekend.
And I saw Coach Harehill explaining to Roby, he just got a little underneath him, and when he came up, he caught a lot of chin. So we hope that Irish is okay. I haven't seen him come back into the game, but we can only hope that he will.
But he's on the bench, I believe, right?
He is on the bench.
And I think the trainer's in the penalty box, so she's not over there seeing him. So hopefully he's okay.
Played up the wall. Ames comes out. Dilworth on the chase. Puck gets to the net, and Schramm with the cover up. Face off now in the Omaha end. Wilmer's on the tap. He's out with Helmers. Helmers and Wilmers. Sounds like a law firm. Poke checked away by Fry off the stick of Coleman. They'll rim it over to Fitzpatrick. He backhands it over. Now played out by Woodward. A shot and a nice. Now that was a perfect angle there by Schramm. He didn't overcompensate on that strong side post. He came straight out, cut off an angle, and made a good save. Helmer's on the tap for Ames and Wilmers for Omaha. From the point, Beckwith with a shot. Goes on the transcending half wall, and out comes Wilmers. He makes a nice move and beats the defenseman, dishes it over, but just behind Coleman. Up the half wall to Wilmers. Coleman will sweep it up. Try to push it up the wall. Poke checked off his stick and moved over to the near side wall where Spence will play it. He tries to gain the zone, and it's drilled back in, and it transitions over to the far side. Battle on the half wall. Nice move by Wilmers. In neutral ice. Offside, Omaha will have to tag up. Hare picks it up in neutral ice. He'll carry in. Gets to his forehand, and a blocker save by Schramm. Back up to the point where it's shot in, and on the hop, Hare with a shot and tries to pop it in, and gloved by Schramm. Shots on goal are 36-11 now. Omaha with the lead. That's Castian Helmers bringing it in behind the net. Played up the wall to Warner. Warner will pop it out into neutral ice. And Paskich will move it to the near far side wall where Trimborn will pick it up. Poke checked off his stick by Voss, and it comes down to Banasek, and Omaha will have to regroup. Coming out of the zone with some speed is Trimborn. He'll dish it and tag up, and his skate just crossed over the blue line. He may want to argue about that, but that I had a perfect bird's eye view on that.
Yeah, it wasn't much, but
it wasn't much, but he was offsides. Neutral ice face-off. Bedore will take this face-off with Helmers. He pulls the puck back. Held in play there by Schramm. And they'll headman it to Bedore. Transitions into the Ames end. Bedore tries to handle it. Now Voss will pick it up. He's got Wadsley skating up the ice. Wadsley drops it for Beckwith. Beckwith trying to find Collette down low. Behind the Omaha cage, frozen up with DeSpirito. And now Fitzpatrick has it. He gets a shot and clanks a post. Bedore net front, and a shot and a score from Bedore to Fitzpatrick for the 12th goal. 40 seconds remains in this second, and I'm thinking they're probably just going to go right into the third period.
We did last night. It was only 5-0 at that point.
Yeah. So they're going to take their time facing this off. Omaha wins it back, and that's Parsons with it. He dished it off for Knapp. Knapp gets the shot. Another shot and a goal from the hash mark. Knapp just picks the puck up behind the net. He comes around and transitions that dot, gets to the hash mark and shoots and beats Fry. That'll end this second period of play.
There's the buzzer.
We're probably going to just take a really quick break here, and then we'll be right back with third period action. There won't be a resurface. Stick with us. We're back. Third period action. The puck is dropped. Parsons wins it back and moved over to Chubb as he comes down the left wing half wall. Steered aside by Fry. It comes to the point where it's held in by Lundgren. Back up on the wall for Chubb. And held in again by Lundgren. Lundgren will engage now in the offense. Knapp dishes it to Parsons. Parsons will lay it down low on Cycle. Backhands it down for Chubb. Chubb's got Parsons in front of the net. Knapp with a shot. Loose puck and a cover-up. Cover up by Fry. We'll have a stoppage in play. You know, that puck was loose in the paint area, and that's not going to stop Ben Parsons. I mean, he doesn't care what the scoreboard says. He's gonna battle to bury the puck.
Put the pedal to the metal.
And fortunately, Fry covered it up. We're good to go. Face off. Near side circle. Bedore will take it. Played out by Ames. They'll drop it in. Spence tries to pick it up. Him and DeSpirito got crossed up as to who was going to get that puck, but it never made it around to the weak side where Spence would have had a clearer shot at it. Played behind the net by Allred. He moves it up to Trushinsky. Trushinsky makes a nice move and headmans it to Bedore on the weak side. Bedore will dish it over for Allred. Good play there by, I think that was Beckwith. Nope, that was Ethan Hance. Played in the corner. And Ames trying to gain a zone here. Trushinsky's leaving the ice surface, and Coleman will take his place. DeSpirito now. He'll headman it for Spence. He'll come into the zone. He's on his backhand, drops it back for Coleman, and DeSpirito able to keep it in. A shot, a dish over to Wilmers. Wilmers gets a shot that goes wide of the net. Now Ames trying to play it out. Over to Wilmers. Fans on the shot. He'll drop it down low on Cyclone. Coleman tries to find Banasek at the point. It comes out into neutral ice where Lundgren plays it. Paskich trying to leave it out. Wadsley on the forecheck with Banasek. Moved up by Lundgren to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tries to indirect it off the wall. Off his skate. Fitz will take it in. He's got 2 checkers on him. He'll just drop it down low. Wilmers has it. They'll bump it up the far side wall where it's picked up by number 19. That's Nathan Collette. Omaha puts it back into the Ames end. They'll play out of that strong side corner. Backhanded up by Collette. Omaha able to keep it in. Coleman launches one across the net mouth, and it's played off the far side by Hare. He tries to find a weak side forward in Wadsley. Omaha able to tap it back in the zone. Weak side pass to Chubb, out of his reach. He'll drop it down on Cycle, and Omaha sealed off on the wall there. Loose puck transitions over to Bador, and he'll play it in the far side corner. He'll deal it net front. Backhand shot by Chubb goes high and wide of the net. Ames is out, and they'll ice the puck. So this faceoff will come back down to the Cyclone end. Collette's going to be on the dot for the Cyclones, and I think Lundgren's going to go in and take this faceoff. Coach Harehill flip-flopping positions. We've got forwards playing defense and defense playing forward. Dilworth on offense now. He's net front. To the point where Parsons plays it back down the wall to Banasek, and he'll cycle it down low. It'll transition to the opposite side where I think Lundgren picks it up, and he'll dish it over for Dilworth to the point and dump back in to the weak side corner. Ames tries to initiate a stretch pass there to Woodward, and it's picked up by Parsons, and headman up to Dilworth. He's got Banasek, so 2 defensemen on the rush. Puck is slowly rolling to Schramm. He'll play it out, and a shot over the top of the net by number 36. That's Tyler Scroggins.
Everybody's flipping
positions, yeah.
Except for Schramm, he needs to remember that.
Although he did come out and tried to stick handle the puck.
That's what I'm saying. He's still in net.
Played off the wall by Chubb. DeSpirito has it. Now he's up in the forward rotation. He's out with Chubb and Warner. And Coleman's back on D with Fitzpatrick. A shot. Loose puck. Still loose. Played by Warner. He'll drop it to the point where Coleman will gather it. And he'll get a shot. Loose puck. And a save by Fry.
I was going to say, some of these forwards...
Oh, he took one in the throat there.
Oh.
He's okay.
I was previously going to say, some of these forwards that are playing D now, they play D on the power play and penalty kill sometimes. But
yeah.
So For some of these kids, it's not too new, but
no.
For others, like
but others,
it might be.
Yeah. Like Rocco.
Yes.
He's a right wing now. If he wasn't a defenseman, he'd probably be a pretty good right wing because good size. And there's Fitzpatrick carrying it in from the point. Despirito back where he started at right D.
Yeah, there's probably not going to be very many whistles if it's not a flagrant icing.
Dished out for Warner. He'll pick it up. He'll cross the blue line, gets to his forehand. Trying to get a shot off. He'll play it from behind the net. He's got a streaking Bador, but he just chips it into the corner. Chubb with a shot, high and wide of the net. It literally rims on the top of the dasher board to the far side point where Coleman keeps it in. Now it transitions to the near side. And on the retrieve is Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick mans it to Bador. He'll indirect it into neutral ice where it's picked up by Allred. Allred comes to the point. Shot in by Parsons. It's knocked down in front and comes out to Trushinsky. He'll go D to D with Parsons. I don't say that every day. Trushinsky goes D to D with Parsons. Trimborn finds Parsons at the point. He'll step in and launch a shot. Gets redirected off a Ames defender into the strong side corner, near side wall. Hare comes out with it off the pass from Helmers, and he'll carry into the corner. Parsons with it. He'll back up. He's got two checkers on him, so he needs some backside support. Trushinsky comes in, and he's got front side as well with Trimborn. Trimborn now will carry it back in the zone and leaves it for Bador. And Schramm plays this puck.
Here, Coach Ariel, just play it.
Just play it. Just play it. Like a pond hockey game now. Streaking down the near side wall is Allred. He dishes it over for Dilworth, and that was probably a pretty good opportunity there for Hudson. And he just whiffs on the shot. Comes back out into neutral ice where defenseman Parsons picks it up, and he's going to transition that blue line. He'll get to the dot, and he'll leave it. He tries to leave it for Dilworth, but that's thwarted by Paskich. Backhanded behind the Ames cage. Moved out into neutral ice where it's played by Coleman. He'll go D to D with Fitzpatrick. And Paskich converges on the puck, but now over to Dilworth. Forehand shot and a score. So Hudson Dilworth, converted forward defenseman forward, gets a goal.
And equals his playing number.
Yeah. How that, I don't know if I'm not even going to say it. But yeah, Hudson wears number 14, and that was the 14th goal, as we still have 3:24 remaining in this run clock third period. Played up by Hire. They dish it over for Banasek. Banasek, another shot as Hudson comes in off the weak side. A save, and then a scramble in front of the net, and we have another goal that not sure who put that away. Maybe Banasek?
Most likely being up in that forward position, probably. Or Lundgren. Looks like he
Lundgren. I wonder if that's his first goal.
Could be.
Could be his first goal of the season.
Probably. For a lot of these defensemen, they don't get to score very often.
No. Chubb comes in. He's still dangling the puck. He leaves it up front for Warner. I think they're trying to feed Warner Rhett so he can have a little success. Great job by Warner handling the puck down the wall. Chubb gets taken down. He'll backhand it over for Rhett Warner. Rhett brings it in. Net front and a shot. And Despirito lights the lamp.
That's probably his first one.
I think he had a point.
Did he get one earlier?
Yeah. I think. I mean, it's maybe the first one in this game, but he's had a couple point goals, I think, for the season. 1:40 remains, and that's probably gonna get to the 1 o'clock mark, and then we're gonna strike it down and
we'll actually be able to get out of here earlier than we thought.
Hit the road in
just
a snowstorm.
For our audience listening, we'll be in Kansas City next week playing the Jets on Saturday, Sunday. Pretty meaningful game for both varsity JV. So we hope you join us. If you can make the trip to KC, we'd love to see you down there. If you can't, we will bring it to you live on Omaha Hockey Network for both games, starting at 2:40 in the afternoon. It's actually Kansas City Senior Night next weekend.
Oh, great.
You remember that one year we went down there and we just called it Junior Night? It was our night, and we beat them on their Senior Night with our juniors.
Well, I can guarantee you that hasn't happened a lot in the last 10 years.
And I don't anticipate that will. But it should be good matchups down there. Like I say, they're meaningful for both. So.
Did Gary set that up?
Well, he said they've only got 6 seniors, so
yeah,
it shouldn't go too long. But at least we can get into the rink an hour before the game.
Yeah.
They're not capping participants.
Right.
So there's that.
That's always a good thing. Stolen away. Look at this. We have a breakaway situation. And a shot and a good angle again by Schramm. And he stops number 13, Grant Woodward. And that ends this JV contest where the Junior Lancers take a 16-0 lead over the Ames little Cyclones. And got a feel for those kids, and
especially for Fry.
Yeah, we've all been part of games like that. And well, we'll be back next week, like Mike said, from Kansas City, live on Saturday and Sunday. Thanks for sticking with us. You've been watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.